What's up YouTube? It is your boy Lowpes, and today we're going to talk about why I'm selling my EP3 Type R.
This is a Chucky Beat production.
Welcome to the inside of my 2002 JDM EP3 Type R. We're gonna go for a bit of a drive, and I'm sorry about the vibration if you see it in the camera. The car does have motor mounts, and I do not have anyone to hold the camera for me, so you're probably gonna see a little bit of vibration, hear some noises and stuff like that, but we're gonna try getting, as soon as I start driving, it shouldn't be too bad. I'm hoping everything turns out all right for this video. So, I've been really debating on keeping and selling this car, and it's been a very hard decision because this legit is one of my dream cars, right? And you'd say, Chris, why would you sell one of your dream cars? Unfortunately, it's business. It doesn't have to do with how the car drives, performs, nothing's an amazing car. Small little tiny issues, but it's easy to fix, nothing major, and the car drives great, it looks great, turns heads. But unfortunately, the car isn't doing very well on YouTube. And my goal and my ultimate dream is to do YouTube full time. So I'm thinking about selling the car. For some of you guys that are new to the channel and don't know what the car has, it has an AEM intake, it has a header, Fujitsu RM01 exhaust, which is some Japanese brand, which is supposed to be pretty good. We have some coils on here, AMR engineering coils, K-Pro V4. We got some shifter bushings from Acuity. We cleaned up the bay. I cut and polished the car. The car's looking a lot better. I just basically cleaned it up quite a bit. And I've driven it. I think I've put like a little over 1,000 kilometers onto it, if even. And it's just like, I don't know why, I've been driving my 10 Gen a lot more than I drive this. I'm just nervous to drive this around because it's an EP3 Type R at the end of the day, and I don't want to leave it in parking lots and all that, and that worries me, and that kind of hinders me driving the car also. And I've only driven it for cruises and video purposes, as we're doing right now again, and that is something also. But the main thing, and I'm being super clear and transparent with you guys, it's not doing well on YouTube. I've been trying to do things that are unique on the channel, and at my size it's hard to be successful doing it because not a lot of people are searching up JDM EP3 Type Rs, and let's be real about that. And this is something I'm learning as I'm growing into YouTube and doing this as well. So what I'm going to be probably doing is I'm probably going to be looking at a car that's completely different. And as of now, it's not going to be a Honda, and that's what I have on my mind. It's not going to be a Honda. Right now, what I want is a rear-wheel drive car, or possibly an all-wheel drive car. And I'll explain why I'm kind of in the midst of both of them. If you can hear the vibrations, like I said, it's just motor mounts on the car. The rear-wheel drive would be my summer car. I'd want to learn how to drift, which I've never drifted before, but I find it so cool. That would be the rear-wheel drive car, and it would be a summer car, and we would store it the way we're storing this car. Or I would get an all-wheel drive car, and that'd become my daily, and then the Civic Si would be the summer car and put less kilometers on that, and then we can go a little more ham with that. I'm looking to get something a little more popular. I'll be honest with you guys, I know a lot of people have done it, but it's a popular thing, and I'm really, really, really grinding to do this full time. You guys got to understand that, and that's why sacrifices are being made. Or else, if this was just a hobby to me, I would keep the car. I would have the CSX still. I would keep this car, you know. And if I was rich with a big house and a big garage, I'd have all these cars. And that's the truth, right? Because I love this EP3 Type R, and I know I'm probably gonna regret it in the future selling it, because I don't know when's the next time I'll come across one of these cars. But I have to do it to be successful, and sometimes you have to sacrifice to be successful, and that's what I've learned in life, and even in this YouTube game. If I go rear-wheel drive car, and I'll be honest with you guys what I'm thinking. I'm thinking BRZ, FRS, Toyota 86, 350, 370. Those are the cars I have on my mind right now. 240s I thought about, but I just don't know much about 240s to get into it, which I guess I don't know much about the other cars also. I know a little bit about Subarus and stuff because I've had a Subaru before. And then if I was to go all-wheel drive, if I can find an Evo, I would get either an Evo 8, 9, or 10. I love all of them. But my price range will be what I sell this car for. And maybe some of you guys are wondering what that's going for. And I'll be upfront and honest with you guys. I'm selling this car for $17,000 Canadian with my Volks, Brembos, K-Pro. If you want it without it, it'll be $15,000, and $15,000 will be without the Volks, C28s, my Brembos, and the K-Pro. And $15,000 for a JDM Type R with 78,000 kilometers and zero rust, I think is a hell of a deal. All the other Type Rs are going for like 20s plus, so this is in the 15 range, and this car drives amazing. I have no issues. Like you can see, the suspension is just a little rough. There's small little issues like the speedometer, but nothing that hinders the driving of the car, which is probably the most important. And I'll be honest with you guys, this car rips. Like, it rips. I get surprised on how fast this car is for power to weight, and this would be an absolute track beast, but I couldn't justify tracking it. It's a real Type R. Like, it's crazy. I'm number 3,317. Like, crazy, man. This car is like amazing. I really want to start experiencing different things. I don't want to build another Honda. The only other Honda that interests me that's rear-wheel drive obviously is an S2000, but I've just been building Hondas on the channel, and I kind of want to explore different cars, and who knows, all right? Like, I'm not shying away from Hondas because I'll still have my tension, and we're still going with that. That's just getting faster and better as we go, which is like pretty awesome, right? So that's what's going on with that. But it was really cool experiencing right-hand drive, because I've never driven right-hand drive, but I've learned now, and I enjoy driving it. I'm not a professional, but I really enjoy driving it. The car will be officially up for sale after this also. I'm just being honest with you guys. Like, my goal is to be full-time YouTube, and I really, really want it. That's what I truly enjoy, and I truly love, and I hope you guys can understand that. For all the guys that came to the channel for the EP3 Type R, I'm sorry. It was a short ride. We had it just under a year. We bought this last January, and we're in November now, getting into December. So it's fun. We'll probably get a few rips in for old time's sake in the car here. But one thing that really woke up this car was the K-Pro, which I highly suggest if you guys get. The only thing is you do get an engine light, but it's just because of your O2 sensor, which is because I have a header. But yeah, guys, so let me know what you guys think down below. I know the FRS BRZ is not a car that can make big power without building the block, and I understand that. But I'm a happy camper around 300, and it'd be cool to start learning how to drift and do all that fun stuff too, right? And I think you guys would be down to see that too. Eventually, I'd like to build a whole bunch of cars, right? Like, if I get big enough, I can start building those unique cars, and that's what I want. As much as I want to do unique cars now, it's not working as fast as I would want it to, and I know the growth is organic, and I understand that, but if I can give it a boost and a speed bump so that I can become full-time quicker, I'm totally down. Like, I'm totally down for that. Part of me is super sad that I'm letting go of one of my dream cars, which this is one of my dream cars. It was super surreal to have this car, and I met a lot of good people through it also. The car got on Throttle House, which was absolutely insane. I would never expect to get it on Throttle House, and I met the guys from Throttle House, and they were absolutely great. The opportunity wouldn't have happened without this car, right? So that was super cool. So for anyone that's interested, DM me. I'm not going to be shipping the car, especially COVID. I don't think I can even ship it. I hope you guys understand. just realize short-term sacrifice equals long-term success, and that's what you guys really got to understand. Once I'm big enough, I can have property and I can have all these cool looking cars and build the craziest shit, and that's what I'm excited about. I can't wait till I start getting to crazy stuff. Like, I low-key want to build like a rear-wheel drive car in maybe like a chassis like a Subaru wagon. I think that'd be nuts, and I saw one before and it was so cool, and I can't wait until I get to that stature of I can do things like that, because right now I can't. I don't have the resources, the space, and any of that. That's what you guys got to understand, and I hope you guys do. So anyone that's here for the EP3, I apologize for the short run, but stick with it because we'll have just some crazy stuff in the future. Eventually, I do want to build a Honda that's into the like 700 to 1,000 horsepower range. Like, I will be back at Honda eventually, and yeah, I hope you guys understand, and I do love you guys, and I really appreciate you guys sticking around and supporting the channel. Second gear, this car's gonna go everywhere. I already know. This car's crazy. Crazy! Shit, man! I'm red, like, holy. Right now, the way this car sits, I really think that the SI with the turbo, that it's not tuned bolt-ons, base tunes, would have a hard time against this. I was really planning on doing that race, but like around here, it's hard to get things like that legit. I would have to go to KU and stuff like that, but like, wow, that car rips, man. Oh man, that was a fun rip. Holy moly, that was tough. Woo! Shit, guys. Shit. If the price is right, I'm going to throw in all my OEM parts and everything. If not, we can work on the price by removing parts off the car. If you're interested, DM me and we'll speak about it. It's officially going to go up for sale very shortly, and I've put few things up on Instagram, and I've been getting a lot of questions asking why, and I hope you guys understand why now. And it's just the way life works sometimes. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do to be successful, and like I said, I'm grinding. I'm working really hard to make this my full-time job, and if any of you guys are interested in doing YouTube, just do it. You know, look at me. I started with probably one of the worst videos on YouTube. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's just a review on my Jay's Racing exhaust. It was so bad, but now I just feel super comfortable in front of the camera, and you learn things, and it's a growing process. And that's another reason I want to get another car, a different brand, just to learn things, to grow and to expand my knowledge in cars in general, and not be niche to Honda. I want to be able to like inform everyone everyone about everything, and that would be the ideal goal. But who knows? I don't know if I can. I'll try my best to learn everything I can. How about that? Can't even imagine this car boosted. I can't even imagine, or like a 260, 280 wheel horsepower. Like, this car now rips. You saw probably how red I got. It rips hard now, let alone with more power. What's crazy is this car was in Japan at one point in time. That's crazy. The more I talk about this and talk to the camera, the more I don't want to sell it, but the more I know I have to. If that makes any sense. Let me know what you guys would like to see down below. I know I've asked a few times on the community page if you weren't following that, but I'm always interested to know what you guys think and what you guys want to see on the channel. And I'm sorry if you want to see the EP3, but that's gonna be going up for sale. And here she is. This is the last look and probably my last drive of the EP3 Type R. It's been one hell of a ride. As you guys can see, I put a lot of quality parts on the car, a lot of titanium and all that type of stuff. Cleaned up the car really well. And if you guys are interested, remember, DM me on Instagram, and then we can talk about it and see how it goes. But I'm definitely gonna miss this one. Definitely. So it is official. The car is up for sale. I'm sorry if it upset some of you guys. Just know that eventually when I'm big enough, I'll do crazy crazy things that I have in mind already. I just don't have the resources now, and by selling this car, this gives me a decent budget to buy a different car, and it'll be different for the channel. It might be better for some of you guys too. You guys might be able to learn some things about different cars like I'm going to. I'm just trying to broaden my horizon with cars and learning things about them, and trying to broaden the horizon of the channel also. I'm super transparent and super upfront with you guys, so I really hope you guys understand and you stick with the channel. A lot of big things coming. If you're with attention and that's your main goal here, it's still here for a long period of time. I want to kind of go crazy with that. So if I get an all-wheel drive car, that will be my summer car, and that means some crazy things. If I get a rear-wheel drive car, that means that's still my daily. The rear will be my summer car, and we'll do some crazy stuff too. If I just get a different car that's not super rare, I'll feel more comfortable driving it around. So that means more content, more footage, more everything of it. So I think it's just gonna be the best decision for the channel. Like I said, once again, I really listen and read every comment you guys write. So comment down below, and I really want to know what you guys think. I really appreciate you guys sticking with the channel. We got big things coming, so stick with it. I hope you guys are excited for build a new car, something completely different. If you do, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Do it once, do it right. Peace out, later.